Okay, so the key to doing core exercises, the first thing you really have to understand is whether or not you are actually tightening your stomach, okay? Because people do a lot of different things when they think they're tightening their stomach. And there's actually three main things that people do, and one of them is correct. So the first thing that people do is, when they think, I'm gonna tighten my abs, is they suck in. And so what that looks like is what Lizzie's doing here. She's just hollowing in, her ribs are sticking out, she rolls her pelvis back, and she's actually very soft through there because she's just sucking in. She's not actually contracting her abs, okay? So that's the first thing. That's not an ab contraction that we want. Don't suck in. The second thing that people do is they'll bear down, right? So bearing down is mostly just pushing your belly out, right? So she does that. This is, and what you'll find there is like maybe the center of your belly will be kind of hard, but the sides will be a little bit soft because you're not actually getting some of the deeper core exercises. A bearing down motion is people just taking their diaphragm and getting intra-abdominal pressure. It's actually the same thing you do when you do a bowel movement. That's bearing down. That's not contracting your stomach, okay? Now, the third thing that you want to do is actually brace. And a lot of people have never braced before, and so I'm going to show you how you can find your brace. And then the key will be, can you do it without any cues? So to find your brace, what I want you to do is bring your arms up like this, and then bring your knees up, okay? And then bring your knees past your hips, and then bring your head up, okay? And you're kind of in a crunch position, and you'll actually be able to feel that all the muscles are engaged. Now, Lizzie, take your hands, and what I want you to do is push on your knees. So bring them here, and I want you to push that way. Okay, so when she's pushing there, you can feel that everything's fully engaged and is hard all the way across. Now take just one arm, right, and put it across here like this, and take your other hand, and I want you to actually feel just inside on your stomach there. You can do it on either side, and you can feel what it feels like to have your abdominals completely braced all the way across. Go ahead and put your head down and your feet down. Even when you laugh a little bit, you actually get all the ab muscles. So if you find something funny to think about while you're doing this, that'll help too, okay? Now, what I want you to do next then is we kind of cued Lizzie by having her come up into a ball and kind of pressing to get the brace going, but you're not gonna be able to do that when you do planks or other core exercises, so you need to be able to do it without that. So how you can test if you're doing it or not is you take your hands, you kind of find where your pelvis is right there, come inside a little bit, just like south of your belly button, and then you go ahead and try to squeeze your stomach just like you did when you kind of curled up like that. What it should feel like is almost a trampoline going taut underneath your fingers. Now, if you're not sure and you're like, I wonder if I'm sucking in, I wonder if I'm bearing down, then go ahead and lift your head and your knees, right? Just come up and be like, okay, that's what it's supposed to feel like, nice and hard, put it down, and then see if you can do it without that. That is the key. That is what you want to achieve in order to do the core exercises, because you need to be able to brace while you do the core exercises. Don't just do the core exercises and hope they're working. Make sure you're braced while you do them.